Northeast Oklahoma and the four-state region, and today's announcement is no exception. You know, as you think about it, young people have been chasing their dreams in our great country for about 2.5 centuries now, and I think it's appropriate that we became known as the land of hope and opportunity. And I really see NEO-A&M College in that same light. I think this place has been a place for hope and opportunity for 94 years. And you know, as you think about dreams and chances and visions for young people, regardless of whether your dream was to be a cowboy or a cowgirl or an actress or maybe a pro football player, coach, NEO has given young people that opportunity for many, many years now. And you know, as I think about our recent history, we've added the sport of you know, soccer for our men and women here in the last 4 or 5 years. In fact, I saw Coach Bell in the back of the room there. Coach, stand up. She just had her winningest season ever, got 10 wins this year, and want to congratulate her now for a job well done. And just this year alone, we were able to add the sport of equestrian on our campus. And of course, we have a very rich history, almost 65 years now of being an Aggie school. And, you know, very unique thing when you think about the sport of equestrian. We're only one of 2 schools in Oklahoma at the junior college level that offers the sport of equestrian for our students. And we're only one of 5 schools in the United States that offers a full complement of Aggie athletic programs. That would be men's rodeo, women's rodeo, the sports of equine judging, equestrian judging, and now the sport of equestrian. And so when you think about that opportunity for the ag kids, not only in Oklahoma but around our region, you know, again, this college has provided those kinds of unique experiences for many, many years. So why the sport of wrestling? Fair question. You know, why do you add the sport of wrestling? I think there's a couple of real obvious reasons why that happens. First of all, it gives us a competitive advantage. And higher education today is more competitive than ever. And, you know, when you think about the sport of wrestling in Oklahoma, there are only 3 public schools that offer that opportunity at the college level. That's the University of Oklahoma, Oklahoma State University, and the University of Central Oklahoma. And if you know anything about the sport of wrestling, all 3 of those programs incredibly successful for many, many decades now. And so you're getting ready to add, again, Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College to that very short list of schools in Oklahoma that provide that opportunity to Oklahomans. The second thing is there's a great deal of unmet demand. In Oklahoma, we have over 3,000 high school wrestlers just in the state of Oklahoma, Coach, as you well know. In Kansas, there's close to 8,000. In Missouri, there's close to 6,000. So just in our little bitty 3-state region here, there's 17,000 high school wrestlers with very few opportunities to pursue their dreams after high school. And then I think about the enrollment opportunities that you have. And if you've followed you know, college athletics at all, we'll be able to draw, you know, somewhere between 35 and 50 college wrestlers every year on this campus. And you know, athletes, they're always known for dragging a buddy along with them out of the high school, certainly a girlfriend if they've got one. They want to bring the girlfriend here. And so, you know, literally there's an opportunity for this school to add another 75 to 100 students. And so, you know, from my point of view, the enrollment option that becomes available through this offering as well is very important. And the last thing I would say about why wrestling is that there's already a rich history here, whether we realize it or not, because it's been gone nearly 20 years. But in the mid-1970s, this college started the sport of wrestling, had a great deal of success for about a 20-year run. In fact, the coach that started the program back in 1975 is here today. I saw him walk in. I don't know where Ray Judkins. Coach, stand up so we can say hello to you. Yeah. One of the great things, go ahead, Coach. All right, we'll tip our hats to Dr. Creech for starting that program. Very good. Well, we thank both of you, Dr. Creech and Coach Dutton. Yeah. And even though Coach won a lot of matches when he was here, his claim to fame, so he tells me, is that he survived a few matches with Danny Hodge over the years when he was wrestling back in his day. So that's why wrestling at NEO. You know, there's just a lot of reasons why it makes sense. And so very exciting to have everybody here today to announce our new coach, to talk about the new facility that's going to be offered to our student-athletes here on campus. But literally, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for our foundation. And I'm going to invite our executive director up, Jennifer Hesse, to talk a little bit about the facility project. She's also going to introduce some of our foundation board members that are with us here today. But had it not been for the NEO Foundation Board, this project would not have gotten off the ground, because we didn't have a facility on campus that our wrestling program could call home. We spent about 6 months working very closely with Jennifer's leadership and the leadership of Phyllis Worley, who's the executive director, the chairman of the board of the foundation, to talk about trying to put a new facility on campus that would support not only our wrestling program, Coach Ivy, but our women's softball program, and Coach Ward, our men's baseball program. So help me welcome to the podium Jennifer Hesse. Jennifer.
Thank you, Dr. Hill. The Foundation is excited about the opportunity to oversee the financing and construction of a new multi-purpose athletic center, which will house NEO's new wrestling program and have designated space for indoor hitting facilities for both the baseball and softball programs. Here's a view of what the facility is planned to look like. The project has been designed by OSU Long Range Facilities Planning. The facility will be located on the southeast corner section of campus near the Health Sciences Building and soccer fields. The entrance of the building will face north, so there will be parking available in the current lot. The location puts the athletic center in close proximity to the SAC, the gym, and the field. The facility will be slightly over 7,800 square feet and has a projected cost of $1.3 million. A look at the floor plan. The majority of the center will be dedicated to the wrestling program. It will house 2 full practice mats, as well as have lockers for both men and women and restroom facilities as well. There will be an office space located right here for the new wrestling coach. And this southeast section of the building will be designated for indoor batting cages for both the baseball and softball programs. On October 16th, NEO was granted permission by the Oklahoma Water Resources Board to build, which is a requirement for the location of this project. And with that approval, we are now looking forward to breaking ground later this year. The facility will be built by Crossland Construction, and we are expected to be in the new facility by August of 2013. So quite a quick project, and we're really excited to be a part of it. So at this time, I would like to welcome Foundation Board Member Carmen Couch to the podium. We do have a couple of other board members in attendance. Annette Black, if you wouldn't mind standing. And Mr. David Thomas, who I believe son was actually a wrestler. Yeah, I'm a Hall of Famer. Don't you love it? Woohoo! Well, good morning to one and all. I want you to take this in. To serve is to be of use to. That's big. And when I came on board the foundation in 2003, I knew it was important to serve and to have a working board if we were to do justice in raising funds for student scholarships. And over time, that's exactly what happened. We became a working board raising thousands of dollars to make certain that students
at NEO received a quality education, and I am indeed proud of what we have accomplished so far. Well, the NEO Development Foundation Board didn't exactly know what to serve meant until Dr. Hale arrived in Miami about 4 years ago. He came to the board with a proposal in the early part of the year for our board to take a visionary step and build a $1.3 million multi-purpose athletic complex, which would house a wrestling program that was once a great part of NEO's heritage and is now being rebuilt here at NEO. This complex, as Jennifer told you, will also feature an indoor hitting facility for baseball and softball. Needless to say, we had lots of questions. We held lots of meetings. And we spent lots of hours looking into the financing aspect of this venture, as we had never taken on anything of this magnitude in the history of the foundation. We are here today to say we did it. And we did. We are still dotting the I's and we're crossing the T's, but we're getting it done to make certain that NEO A&M continues its rich tradition in giving our students the well-rounded education that they deserve. So on behalf of the NEO Development Foundation Board, I want to say thank you to everyone who has helped our board and our dream of doing something truly big come true.
Now for the main event. When the decision was made a few months ago to reinstate the wrestling program here at NEO, we knew we wanted to offer a quality program that would attract outstanding student athletes to NEO. We also wanted one that would be highly competitive in a very short period of time. And we knew the key to this was hiring the right coach. I think a coach is always the key to a successful program. We wanted to find a coach that had experience, a person who had a great work ethic, also a coach that had high character, also one we knew would be an outstanding leader for this program. But also we wanted somebody that had a great amount of enthusiasm and passion for the sport of wrestling. Also someone that understood junior college athletes and understand the complexities that we face in coaching junior college young men and women. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we found this perfect person. He has all these qualities to be our new wrestling coach. He comes to us from Labette County Community College. He will start here on March 1st. This young man has been coached a national championship team at the NJCA level in 2005 and 2012, national runner-up in 2007 and 2010, has coached 62 academic All-Americans, also 55 wrestling All-Americans, has had 9 individual national champions, and last year was named the Distinguished Alumni for Labette County. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the new wrestling coach at NEO, Joe Renfro. Work, Jim.
Good thing you guys hired me for the wrestling job and not a public speaker. I didn't know this was going to be my first task. And by the way, Coach Patterson, if we find that guy that we were looking for, tell him I'm sorry. He gave the job to me. I wanted to tell you guys I'm thoroughly enthusiastic and I'm proud to be that person you guys were looking for. And definitely looking forward to the opportunity that you guys have presented me with. I look around at a phenomenal coaching staff, and I just want to be a part of that and help you guys out as much as possible. And definitely be looking on you guys Football team's doing wonderful, all the other sports programs, and that's one of the things that attracted me to NEO was the enthusiasm and the energy that it seems as if this town and the community puts into the college institution. And once again, I'm just going to be more proud to be a part of it, and definitely thankful for the opportunity. But before I just keep rambling on, which tends to happen whenever I get put in a situation like this where I don't know what you guys are looking for, I'd kind of like to open it up for any kind of questions that anybody might have in regards to our goals or objectives or anything at random. But be careful, my wife is sitting out front. Yes, sir. Yes, I did. I brought my wonderful wife for, we've been together for now 17 years, is that right? Been married for the last 10, but she's been a phenomenal lady. She teaches grade school. She's actually a kindergarten teacher, been a kindergarten teacher in Parsons there for the last 9 years. Wrestling coach, all right. Dropped on my head quite a bit. But she's also a special education major too. So if anybody's looking for a good teacher in the Miami School District, we'd be glad to jump on board. I don't know of anybody out there. But no, she's been a phenomenal support for me, phenomenal support for our teams in the past. I can always hear her voice. I never could hear it whenever I was wrestling, but I can hear her when she's up there yelling, and sometimes she doesn't know what she's saying exactly, but she does a good job of cheering the boys on, and you know, the boys are always coming over to our house and eating supper, and I guess better be careful and make sure there's no NJCAA violations, but they're always over there a lot, and she's a phenomenal lady. I'm very happy and proud to have her as